Stand next to...
First of all, give all you guys a round of applause first for attending our KL Shiruto Roadshow.
Yay!
So, besides on the stage, there are a few sharers. The first one will be the children that have skin allergy, right? Then the second one will be the uncle that have the sensitive of the oversensitive of the skin, and the third one is the what's the testimony? I don't laugh.
There's a lot of testimony for the third one.
So there's another one which is the boom one is standing behind me. Who is this person? He is. You can check his profile from Google. Okay, in Google, his name is Dato Edward Jules. Okay, he is quite well known in my group, as you see. Let's welcome Dato come and share his own real testimony.
My good people, it's very inspiring to see all of you here today. I wish I was able to give a talk so that more people are more inspired. But what you see today is nothing short of a miracle. Nothing short. Because when Crystal, Eileen, Cindy, and Calvin visited me in my home, I was already bedridden for more than 2.5 weeks. Oh, 2.5 months, sorry. Okay, 2.5 months. Edit, please. What has happened to me is that when I got off the plane on the 16th of October, after going to Penang to do some research, I collapsed on the tarmac while coming down the stairs. I think it was a Malindo flight. And I slowly grabbed my bag, I got up, I went to the area where they keep all the umbrellas and all that. I sat there for a while. I went to the Starbucks, called a Grab, went home. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 10 days, I was in utter pain, like my stomach was being twisted. Going to the bathroom almost 12, 13 times. And the color that came out was like this, almost green already. And it smelled like earth. You know earth when you grab the ground and you add a bit of water, it tastes like earth, smells like earth, right? So anyway, I've been taking about 9 to 10 Panadols. Painkillers, the pain didn't go away. Then I called the doctor up and I said, I can't take it anymore. He was somewhere in Korea and I said, listen, I can't help you from here. You better go to the emergency ward. So I went to the emergency ward at HUKM on the afternoon of the 25th. I was there for 10 plus hours. I saw people with fractured heads, little babies coming in screaming, and they kept moving my bed every now and then. And then I went in for an MRI. Before that, they made me drink 3 liters of this orange color drink that tasted so bitter. I took it, I drank it, went for the MRI, and then finally I went up to the ward on the 26th of October morning at around 1 o'clock in the morning. Then I saw another doctor. I grabbed the doctor and said, please jet me, I cannot stand the pain. Finally at 11 a.m. on the 26th morning, the surgeon comes, he looks at me and said, Dato, I don't have any good news for you. It's 11 now. If you survive after 4 o'clock today, it's going to be a miracle. Can you imagine somebody who can tell you how long you're going to live? Like that patient, breast cancer, she had time. You know, everybody had time. That gentleman with the leg infection, he had time. But the doctor comes and 8 of them, they stood there and said, you got 4 hours plus. Quickly I went into the OT, the operation was done, you know. They drilled a hole in my tummy, in my navel hole, sent in the camera, found out where was the hole. Apparently my intestine had burst. Perforation of the stomach, that's what they call it, right? And they put a little bag there, you know, and I was bedridden until these ladies came to see me in my home. I was discharged. 2 days later, they came to my home, they visited me, they said, can we come and visit you? I said, sure, we've got something for you, especially from Japan. And my friend, Eileen said, my friend Crystal is doing it. You you know. So I said, okay. And can you imagine what? She had the last box of Shiruto prior to the launch. The last box, you know. I was supposed to go to her brother, but they gave it to me. And I took it. I took 2 sachets, I cut it open, took it, and I said goodbye to them. Next morning, I took another 2. Called up my sons. They were not around. They were in the yeah, it's okay. They were in the airport. I mean, they were in the swimming pool, right? So I couldn't get any help. I got up myself. I threw off my diapers. I took a good shower. I shaved after 2.5 months of beard. I shaved. I went out to the living room and my wife started clapping. Said, praise the Lord, hallelujah, you know, right? Something has happened. The following Monday, I was at the office at Menara Olympia for a meeting. You know, I mean, I work together with Eileen. This is my colleague. And I've not stopped. Today I was in Parliament. Why I went to Parliament? I'll tell you why I went to Parliament today. Because I took this book and I started talking to the members of Parliament. Last week I went for a function. I met the ambassador of Iran. The ambassador of Iran is a lady. And I told her I'm coming to see you. Right? So, what I'm trying to say is that after 2 months, I can basically get up, and it's a living testimony. I share with people. People are surprised. People, you just Google my name, Edward Jules Savarimutu, and you look at my size, how I used to look before. Maybe I should do that. You can show me. Look at me. This was look at my beard. This was in the emergency ward. This is in the ward. And then this was me right after I took Shiruto with my wife, Gladys. You know? So that's me, you know. And you have internet here? No, okay, never mind. Who wants to do a small research for me? Google my name. Edward.
Everyone is doing live at this.
Okay, I'll do it for you. Hold on, huh? You can Google my name. Okay, just go to here, Google. Right. Okay, again, huh? You have internet there.
Continue first, I will Google.
Okay.
I will PA.
Yeah. So, what I'm trying to say is that today, I'm seeing this crowd here. Every day, it's another miracle. Sometimes I don't drive, right? Okay, now you look at me here. Sorry, you can look at me, yeah? This photograph here. You look at the size of my arm. Look at the size of my arm. This is the Human Resources Minister, you know, right? My wife is from this thing called, Syria. Okay, now you go back again, sister.
Yes.
Any more photos? Okay. Yeah. And then you can look. Hold on a minute. Am I here? Zap. Some photos here. Okay. Okay. Just put the. Okay. What do I do? Do I press that?
Yes, play the blue button.
Okay. Now, look at my size.
Wow.
This is called the Dream. I have a travel magazine before called the Dreamcatcher, available on Malindo. Until Malindo stole my idea and you know, they wanted to have their own magazine. I wouldn't say steal, but you know, they wanted to have their own magazine. Right? So what I'm trying to say is that that's me. That's me with the Turkish ambassador when I'm working, right? So you can see, in the suit I'm wearing, I need to get back my size. So I couldn't find anything smaller. So I look a bit, you know, funny
it's
with
okay,
this big
you look
suit.
good today.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that have a chat with your friends, help people, keep people out of hospital, people may be having cancer, diabetes, stroke. There is enough products in BE, especially Shiruto. You know, I started taking Shiruto. I went for a seminar on leadership. One girl came with running nose. Thank God my daughter had Shiruto in a handbag. Gave her just one packet and the running nose dried up. You know what I mean? So And today what you have listened is put it this way. Today what you have listened is not rocket science. It's fact. So what's wrong if we are talking facts to people? You know, sometimes people say, you know, I'm not interested and all that. But one day they will find you. Just plant the seed.
Yep.
Tanik, where are you, Tanik? Can you put your hands up? Tanik Lam. Tanik Lam is not here. Tanik Lam used to be my stockbroker. He was the first seed I planted. Today he's an ambassador. And how long? Eileen, how long did it take me to become a Sapphire? 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I asked somebody to use. And I always tell people, okay, like everybody says multi-level marketing, blah, 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 and all that. Even Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank also recommend you to buy their product, all right? Member get member. Ours is word of mouth testimony. Word of mouth. You just, I use, you use, they use, you know. Today we have Grab drivers. When I saw the testimony of the Grab driver, what's the name?
Aries.
I started showing, you know what I told the Grab drivers I travel with? I will laminate this for you. You put it in your car and you tell your passenger. You are very lucky because in one month or in one day you carry 10 to 12 passengers. You mean to say you cannot plant 2 seats? That's 26 days times by 2, 52, right? 52, if they give you at least 500, that's already worth a lot of money, right? So that's it. Don't be afraid. Making money is not a crime. Not making money
It's a crime.
is a crime. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. So with that, I'd like to end here, keep it very brief, and look forward to seeing you all again. You know, and I'll be very happy to share my testimony with you because. And by the way, how many of you have heard of the word known as biologics? Has anybody heard of colon cancer? Yes, many of you have heard, right? Have many of you heard of Crohn's disease? I have Crohn's disease. Crohn's disease is incurable. There's no cure. It's like a car. You make sure you have enough water, you have enough whatever, your batteries are running. Otherwise, you will break down. If you don't take care of Crohn's disease will make sure it takes care of you. Right? So you have to be very careful. So in Malaysia, IBO, irritable disease, IBD. So to fight IBD, we have to use IBO. All of you are IBO.
Wow,
Fight
good one,
IBD.
smooth.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So if IBD is people with stomach issues. Today I met one Grab driver. I saw some packet. I said, what is that? Oh, that is a traditional medicine for my gastric. I said, you want to know how to cure gastric? Here you go. I took out this brochure. I always carry this with me wherever I go. You try this, my brother. So he's interested. I said, you meet me, spend 5 minutes with you, I'll talk to you, and then you tell me whether you need your medicine or not. Sorry. So that's the idea. Don't give up. A lot of people, negative talk, stay away from them. In fact, for the last 10 years, I shut my negative people. I even deleted them from my phone because negativity is a disease.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's a disease. So I really thank Eileen, Crystal, Cindy, and Abi, Kelvin. And thank God I went for the Chinese New Year gathering. I met Keith and I go around people. Have you met a young man making this kind of money from doing this? Any other direction, there is a limit that you can earn. Ours is infinity. What is infinity? There is no limit. No limit. You know? To me, because I used to be the media secretary to the foreign minister, I used to be unofficially the spokesperson for the government, sometimes issues and all that, right? Involved in a lot of other stuff. But my idea is to see Shiruto go global. Talk to the ambassador, moving to the next country. Right now, if you go into the system, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei. But I want to see more countries. Then you can select Andorra, okay, Argentina, so on and so forth. So if you see Tanik here, you say hello to him because Tanik was the guy that believed what I told him. In fact, the same day I got into the business, Tanik also got into the same business. Tanik Lam, he now works for UAB. He's a stockbroker. So if you got lots of money, you can also talk to him. You can put your money in the stock market. I'm not promoting. So, any questions, please ask now. I'll be very happy to share with you. You know, because it's very, very, I mean, just go around, ask people who got IBD, and tell them the cure for IBD is
IBO.
IBO.
Wow.
Okay, that's it. Good.
All right. Thank you.
IBD is called irritable bowel disease.
Okay, for final, let's take a good photo with Dato Edward, okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Nice background here.
Wow, very good sharing from Dato Edward. And I really hope that everyone can really try this product. Alright, see ya. Yes.